Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out the Bad Batch Season 2 two-part finale. Very excited about this one. I feel like I know what to expect going into this finale. I feel like Omega's going to get captured in this first episode. Bad Batch is going to go and rescue her and Crosshair in the second one. They're going to kind of formulate a plan in the second episode, basically make their way out, and then Crosshair's going to die and sacrifice himself for Omega so that she and the rest of the Bad Batch can get out of there. That's how I see this going.
Are you sure about that?
But at the same time, I feel like that is too predictable. But this show has been predictable in the past. So I'm very conflicted on what's going to happen. I'm really hoping they subvert our expectations in a non-Last Jedi way. I really hope we see something that's going to divert our attention into another storyline going into season 3, because I don't think it's already been confirmed that there's been a season 3, but I have heard that there is going to be a season 3 based on the events of the end of this episode. So that's making me think that we're going to get set up for a season 3, obviously. But at the same time, I feel like I know exactly what's going to happen. But all that aside, I'm very, very excited for this episode. But before we get started, I just want to say, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications. Whatever you guys want to do to support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you guys want to see the full-length version of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, you guys will find it right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys can check that out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, I'm super excited. So let's go. Tarkin said last episode to, what's his name? Hemlock. I'll see you at the summit, or I expect a report at the summit.
Do we know where they're detaining Crosshair and the other clones?
Negative. Their base of operations is unknown.
According to a contact of mine, Hemlock's set to attend a high-level Imperial summit in 2 rotations.
See, I'm a genius. I didn't even need them to tell me. I figured it out by myself.
And I'm not sure it's worth the risk.
I understand your hesitation. We have not always agreed with Crosshair, but he is still our brother.
I honestly don't want Crosshair to die because I want Crosshair to rejoin the batch. Like, I want them to all be in on this clone rebellion together.
So, where are you all headed?
It's a covert mission.
It's so funny because I like Fee more than I like Sid. And we've seen Sid in how many episodes, and then Fee's been in like 4. And I didn't like Fee at first.
Did you require a briefing?
Don't go running off with any pirates or smugglers while you're gone.
Yes. This mission should not involve either.
That's not exactly what I want.
See you around, brown eyes.
Oh, you like her back? Come on. I do like that little relationship that they've hinted at. It's not a relationship, but it is kind of.
Governor Tarkin's been expecting you. This way.
Those early shock troopers look pretty cool. At least the stormtrooper variants.
You're late, Hemlock.
Is that Krennic? I mean, he doesn't have the cape, but this is how long before A New Hope, so there's some time. Or Rogue One, rather. Basically the same exact time period. I'm pretty sure that was him, though.
Transmitting clearance codes. If this doesn't work, be ready to fly out of here.
Doesn't the Empire know the make and model of their ship? I feel like they've stated that they do. Of course they would know, because Crosshair was a part of their crew. That's just, I don't know. I'll let that slide, but they would know. That's not even a nitpick. That's just something I noticed.
Sneak past the sensor and hitch your ride under one of the cars.
You mean hang over there?
Well, it's the only way to access the compound unnoticed.
Wrecker is going to love this.
We must be precise.
Whoa! I can handle it!
Yeah.
Detecting a malfunction in sensor 3811.
I love those helmets.
This isn't so bad. Never mind.
I knew you'd have fun. Not stunning them.
Where allegiances were once divided, we must.
I'm just waiting for them to say Krennic.
For galactic unification.
Yeah, that's Krennic. It has to be. It looks like Ben Mendelsohn.
Dr. Hemlock, What do you have to report on your advanced science division?
The progress we are making in the field of cloning is of great importance to the Emperor.
He's gonna ask him about Project Stardust.
And with more clone troopers being decommissioned, I have found a new purpose for them.
And these clones have agreed to your experimentation?
Funny you should ask.
The location and operations under my purview are far from the eyes and ears of the Senate.
I served with the clones for many years. They're cunning warriors.
I also served with the clones and found them, at times, to be very unpredictable. Under Jedi leadership, they adopted a concerning level of individuality.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, but whenever you put it in the perspective of Tarkin, the Empire, like, they want everything to run their way, not anybody else's, even if it's like a slight variation in a plan.
Now, Commander Krennic, enlighten us to the status
I knew it.
of Project Stardust.
I'm a genius, see? I can see the future, and that was Ben Mendelsohn.
Tech, Echo, with me. You two, plant the homing beacon.
Well, they're stunning them. You're being racist. Or troopist.
Many of the surveillance systems have had cycled deactivations in various corridors.
That is highly irregular, considering the number of top-ranking Imperial officers present.
Is there somebody else here with them?
That's Hemlock's ship.
How do you know they're all the same?
Enough cover for me, but there is for you.
It's okay, just record. Put on a trench coat, and then Omega, get in the trench coat, and you're invisible. You won't be able to see him. Stormtrooper of the Year.
I'm pinned down.
Stay in position. I'll divert them.
Huh.
Oops.
And several surveillance systems appear to be offline in Sector 4.
What? Send a squad and secure the rail line.
Yeah, someone else has to be here. This is too weird.
A thermal explosive.
Someone is targeting this base.
One charge will not cause much damage.
Good thing we have more.
Didn't expect to find you two here.
Saw? What? Did not expect to see him.
I'm leveling this compound, along with all the Imperials inside it.
Can't let you do that. We're tracking one of the officers.
You expect me to call this off to save a few prisoners? We are trying to fight an empire.
I think Andor and this right now is kind of proving that Saw is a very, very reckless person. Very stubborn. You can't talk him out of something. Once he has his mind set on something, he's not backing out of it. That was a pretty cool shot.
Get to a shuttle before they find and disarm the explosives.
We will resume momentarily. As you can see, we are perfectly safe.
Yeah. These steel window covers are going to protect us from the blast. Meanwhile, we're up in a tower. The blasts are down here. We're good, right? It's okay. All these shock troopers will absorb the blast for us. What did he just throw at them? Do those grenades kill them? Or do they just shock them? Because it seems like they kill them. Because like in the Battlefront games, those little stun grenades do exactly what they sound like. They just stun them. Tuh. That sound effect of them screaming. Yeah, so, Saw really f***ed this up.
This is going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I guess we're not getting to Tantus. It's not going the way I thought, and I like that.
This is not ideal.
Really? Because I thought it was.
I can try to reboot the system, but I will need to plug directly into one of the terminals on the track.
Sir, we've engaged insurgents trapped on the rail line.
Send in air support to shoot them down.
But, sir, our own troops are trapped on the rail line.
You don't care. Oh no.
Echo, now! We're online.
Oh shit. They're not actually gonna kill him, are they? You know what, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think they had the balls to kill anybody. Shit. Ah, he's dead. He's dead.
There is no time, Wrecker. Plan 99.
Oh, dude, no!
Don't you do it, Tech.
When have we ever followed orders?
They really just killed him. I'm actually in shock right now. I can't believe that they just killed him. Dude, he's probably my favorite too.
Tick.
Is this hitting hard for anybody else, or is this just me? Like, way harder than I would have thought it would?
I got you, kid. Incoming. Get to Marauder.
Oh, this is cool.
Head to Old Mantel. AC can help us.
Why are we going to Ord Mantell? Why would we not go to Pabu? Get Big Windu's help. I'm actually, like, very sad that they killed him off. Like, I got some misty eyes right now.
The last thing that I remember... Where's Tick?
Omega. Tech didn't make it.
You can't just leave him!
Omega.
No! Tick's not gone! He can't...
Dude, this is awful.
It's time to put being soldiers behind us. For good. Wrecker and I think Pabu could be a good place to make a new life for ourselves.
It's not gonna happen. Dude, something's gonna go to shit.
Then that's what we'll do.
I am actually so sad that he is dead. I am so incredibly sad. This bitch.
Here. This one's on the house.
It won't help.
I always liked him.
No, you didn't.
Me too.
Yeah, real smooth, Sid. Oh, looked over at Tech's seat. Yeah, dude, that hit so much harder than I thought. She called them. Oh my god. I hate her.
You know, I tried to look out for you boys. But you got too much heat on you.
Shoot her in the head right now.
I had to make the best of a bad situation.
Bad situation? What bad situation? I mean, she's written really well. I mean, she's written to hate, so props to that, but...
We must keep moving.
I can't do it, AZ. I already lost Tick.
It's so funny, because, like, Hunter's portrayed as the leader of the group, and, like, kind of the leader of the show, almost. The lead of the show. But it's like, if he died, I'd probably care the least. Or at least... show the least amount of emotion out of all of them. They shouldn't even be surprised.
Our business is
They were warned, and she even threatened them. I hope they kill her. Just to be clear, YouTube, talking about ending the life of a sci-fi, not real character.
Omega's not going anywhere with you.
Well, who knew clones are so paternal?
And Mandalorians.
I was saddened to learn of your friend's demise. I'm afraid this was all I could salvage. Consider it a gift.
Dude, I would say he's still alive, but I honestly just want Star Wars to keep somebody dead. Like, as much as his death hurts, like, just keep him dead. Or else next season we're gonna get a somehow Tech returned.
Wise decision.
He's a really good villain, though. Like, if he doesn't die in this episode, he goes on into season 3. Like, he's a good villain.
Let them go!
Omega, run! I did not come here for them, Omega. I came to return you to Nala Se. She needs your help.
Return.
Killed the Kaminoans. Incorrect. Nala Se is alive and well cared for. Omega, look out!
Scorch. The early ATSTs. I love this time period so much because of the transition between the Republic and the Empire.
Echo, got it.
Like seeing the progression. Him with the neck brace is hilarious. Are they gonna leave this season on a cliffhanger with Omega getting taken? Because if she gets taken, they have no idea where she is. Yeah.
Hunter, we need to go.
I'm gonna be honest, this finale might have just like bumped up like my hype and excitement for the future of this show, like by a lot, by a noticeable amount.
There was no way.
Yeah, this finale was better than the last Mando episode. And I mean, like I said, Bad Batch is peak. It's so peak.
We are going to get her back.
Yes, you will.
And we don't stop searching until we do.
I really hope at the end of this series, at least a couple of them retire on Pabu. Or wherever they see fit. But at the same time, I don't think that's going to happen. Too much tragedy with the clones.
Why did they bring me here?
It's funny to me how he's like obsessed with cloning and he hates the clones so much, or at least seems to have a hatred for them. Yet his whole entourage is clone commandos. Are those Snokes?
Wait here.
They look like the Snokes. Nah, those are clones. I'm so stupid. Sorry.
Crosshair.
And I know a lot of you don't want the sequel connections, which I understand. But if they do it right, like, I don't see any problem with it. I think they did a pretty good job of bridging the gap between the prequel haters and the prequel lovers, so.
I want to talk to Nala Se.
Ironic. You trust the Kaminoan, but not me.
Yeah, because you're both clones. Big whoop.
You might know me better than you think. We're sisters, Omega.
Wow. Shocker. Mind blown. That was a really good finale, though. Like I said, I think I like that better than the last Mando episode. But wow, Star Wars: The Bad Batch Season 2. Man, there was a lot of ups and downs this season. Like I said, a lot more ups than downs, especially. But like I said, whenever I go back and I look at Season 2 overall, here we'll go from start to finish. So we had the 2-episode premiere, which I actually really liked. I thought those first 2 episodes were pretty good. And then we had the Solitary Clone, one of the best episodes this season. We had the racing one with Tech, and then the one with Fee and her mission, the Indiana Jones-like one. I thought those were okay. They weren't great. I thought the racing one was actually pretty decent, and then the other one with Fee wasn't very great. Then we had the one with Gunji, which was great. The Clone Conspiracy and Truth and Consequences. Those were the two that they dropped on the same night, back in February, I think it was. But man, those episodes were fantastic. And then the Crossing and Retrieval episodes 9 and 10. I don't really remember 9, but I think 10 was the one with the Benny kid, right? Those episodes, from what I can remember, were okay. So that's really 4 episodes that were kind of more missed than hit. And then we had Pabu, which I thought was decent. So really, there was only 2 episodes this season that I didn't like, and I didn't even hate them. I just didn't like them as much as the others. And then the other 3 were kind of okay, and then the rest were just fire. It kind of amazes me that more people aren't talking about this show, especially after the fact. We'll see how these next coming days determine, the talking point of this show, and if people are going to continue watching it after its run is up. But I know viewership for this season was higher than season 1. But with everything going on with Mando right now, and Mando season 3 having the lowest viewership out of all 3 seasons, I really don't know what's going to happen with Star Wars. And I hope we get a season 3. I mean, they've obviously teased it, and I think we will. But the future is looking very uncertain at Lucasfilm right now, especially for Kathleen Kennedy. Like, let's be completely honest here. How is she still at Lucasfilm? If it was anybody else, I mean, look at Marvel. Marvel's firing people left and right for everything that they've put out, and Marvel has had more movies than Lucasfilm has. I mean, how many movies has Lucasfilm had over the last 10 years? Like Force Awakens, Last Jedi, the sequel trilogies, so that's 3, and then the 2. They've had 5 movies over the last 10 years. How many has Marvel had? It's just kind of gotten to the point where it's ridiculous, and they've canceled more movies and shows than what we've gotten over the last 10 years. Sorry, I know I'm ranting, but I really hope something changes, and I think something is going to change, and I think she's going to get fired after Indy 5, or she's going to be let go or leave. But we all know she's going to get fired. I mean, I just think her time is up. I think she's a fantastic producer. I mean, her track record speaks for itself. She has had such a fantastic career. I mean, Steven Spielberg says that she's one of the greatest producers of all time, and that's coming from Steven Spielberg. He's worked with her pretty much his entire career, up until, I think, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which they did the last Indiana Jones movie together. So I think she has other talents that could be used in other places. President of Lucasfilm? Hell no. I don't know what's going on. How has she not been fired? I'm sorry about ranting. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Bad Batch. Yeah, but this season overall was something really, really special. And these last 2 episodes, like I said, mid-reaction, have really spiked my intrigue and just excitement for the future of this show. And even though I'm uncertain of what's going to happen with the future of this show and future of Star Wars right now, I might be overreacting a little bit, but we'll have to see. This show has me really, really hyped to see what we could see in regards to all of the cloning stuff that they seem to have planned for the next season. Very excited to see how Omega and Crosshair's relationship is going to, expand over the course of the next season, because it seems like they're going to get close in a way, and they're going to be really the only 2 friends that each person has. So I think that's going to be a really, really cool decision that they're going to make moving forward, kind of pairing those 2 up, getting them to get to know each other, and because we really didn't see any scenes with them in the first season. So it would be, at least that I can remember. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see all that. And then seeing Krennic was really, really cool. I think the other dude that was there, I could be wrong, was also in A New Hope at the round table. The one that was talking a lot more than the other one, that is, was talking at the round table in A New Hope whenever Vader choked the one officer out. So all the connections they do there are really, really cool, and I love all the Easter eggs, cameos, all that kind of stuff. Saw Gerrera showing up. I didn't expect that. He f***ed it all up. I think he's the reason Tech's dead. Yeah, and his death hit very, very hard. A lot harder than I thought it was going to hit, honestly. I thought if one of them was going to die, I thought it was going to be Crosshair, and we didn't get any Crosshair in this episode. He was just sleeping at the end. He's taking a little nap. Yeah, but his death hit 10 times harder than I thought, and I know people are going to be like, oh, he's still alive. He's still alive. Just keep him dead. Like, I would just love to see Star Wars keep a character dead, especially whenever it's a meaningful death like that, a sacrifice of that stature. I mean, he saved the entire batch and Omega. I mean, I guess she is part of the batch. Sorry, it's late. I'm so tired. But honestly, I really didn't think they had the balls to pull off his death, especially, or any of the other members of the Bad Batch besides Crosshair. Like I said, I expected them to kill him and only him. I didn't really see them killing off anybody else, but obviously my expectations were subverted in a good but bittersweet way because obviously Tech's gone. I really don't want them to bring him back in any way. I mean, with Hemlock having the goggles and him being obsessed with experimenting on clones, I can see it likely that that's going to turn out to be the case. And I wouldn't be as mad as like a somehow Palpatine returned instance. But I just want them to keep a character dead for a little bit. I mean, and like I said, his death was meaningful, so keep him dead. I loved this finale. Like I said, I think this finale was better than the last Mando episode, and I'm excited to see where this show continues on in the future. So let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications, whatever you guys want to do to support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you guys want to see the full-length version of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, you guys will find it right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys could check that out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one.